Hey, welcome back everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Used Jester. My name is Junior. So today we're going to look at a bunch of Star Wars 3.75 figures. Yeah, we're going back to 3.75. That's just been sitting on my table waiting for me to review them. So I think I've shown this a long time ago. It's just that I'm just getting to reviewing it right now. So we're going to have K2SO. As you can see, mine's warped. That's okay. I don't really collect this. I just keep it in the box just to see how much I've bought. Clone Wars Arc Commander Blitz. This one I got from Walmart for $5, I think. Dedra Meero. This is a pre-order that I got from Amazon, so I paid full price for her. And Luke Skywalker is also a pre-order from Amazon, so he's also full price. So let me go ahead and unbox it really quick. Here's the back. I forgot to show. Here's the back for Meero. And Blitz actually has an 8 back. Is that what it's called? 8 something. And then K2SO is just a figure. So let me go ahead and take them out of the boxes, and I'll be right back. All right, they are now all out of the boxes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the general review on it, and then we'll close in on the faces all at the same time. So here's K2SO. Looks pretty good in hand. It's got a lot of detail. As you can see, these markings over here, they're raised or etched in. Same thing with the middle of his chest box and then the inside there. So even though he's only a robot, it's really nice detail going on with this guy. And because he's only got that stick of a neck, goes pretty well on the range on the head movement. And it's also a ball joint at the bottom of the neck, so that's got movement as well too. This thing I'm pretty sure is just plugged in there, so be very careful. Shoulder rotation all around. There's no hampering, hindering, or anything. Just kind of being leery about this. Okay, so there it is. So I need to look for the hinge. This one's kind of tight on this side. Okay. Is there a swivel? There is right here at the elbow. It's kind of stiff on mine. And there you go. So he's only got a single joint on the elbows, so it's barely 90. He has a ball joint on the underneath the rib cage, so he can do all around. And as for forward, I'm getting, it can go, but I'm getting some resistance on that. Much better backwards. And that's it. For the rotation, it's just on the rib cage as well. For the knee or the hip joint, that's kind of weird. It's a ball joint, but it's kind of like going this way. There's not much on the thigh rotation. There's a little bit, but almost like it's just a give. Single joint on the knee, but because of the sculpt, it's a little bit, just a little bit of over 90. There is a twist on the knee, as you can see. And then for the ankle, just be very careful on this one, but definitely a lot of stuff. And a swivel on the ankle. So this wasn't really a high priority figure for me, but I do have Andor as a figure somewhere. So it's nice to have them as a set. Yeah, so it's not a high priority for me to get these characters from Andor, but I do have them, but they're not the photo printing faces. So he comes with this blaster here, and I'm pretty sure he should be able to hold it, but I doubt he can hold it securely. But let's see if I can get that finger in there. The finger goes into the trigger guard, so he can hold on to it on his own. So it's pretty good. Now let's look at this one. So this is Commander Blitz. I got this one off on Amazon as a sale. I was really surprised. But this is kind of an impressive figure now that I have it. But at the time that it went on sale, I was kind of getting burnt out on Star Wars 3.75. And my priority was to pay off what I needed to do. But look at all the stuff that he comes with. He comes in with this clone trooper helmet with a drop down viewfinder. Very nice and crisp paint application, so that's good. Then he comes in with these two sidearms. That's so small I can't properly hold onto them. Then he comes in with his blaster. And then he comes in with a rifle. That's a lot of equipment. And I'm pretty sure this was $8. Probably less. Maybe it was even $5. So this one's kind of floating over here. It's just one piece. And it's kind of annoying that it keeps on moving around. But, you know, for what it is. Rotation. So this is the problem, see? Because it keeps on moving around, it just doesn't look natural when you're rotating the shoulder. But at least he can go 90. He has that bend on the elbow, single joint on the elbow, rotation at the wrist. The wrist goes up and down, but it's very minimalistic on the range. There it is. Yeah, so that's pretty good. And he's got a ball joint at the bottom of the rib cage, so he can move a little bit, not a whole lot, but potentially it's there. And the rotation is on that peg as well. Now this is just one solid piece of rubber. So he is a tier 1 character because I can see an ankle rocker. And as you can see, he can kind of kick up, but that's the limit because of the crisscross here of the belt. He does have a single knee joint that can go up to 90 and a rotation off of that knee joint as well. As for the ankle, you can go downwards that much and upwards by that much. And as I've said before, he does have ankle rocker, so he's a tier 1 figure, and I would say this is a level 2 character for me. So the fact that I did get him for $8 is pretty good. The next one is Dedra Meero. So she's also an Andor character. Pretty good. Nice likeness. What's her range of movement? Kind of hampered by the bun of hair. Hair bun. Side to side over here. And then shoulder articulation is pretty good, almost 90. She does have a 90 on the elbow, actually a lot more than 90 because of the design of the articulation, and of course the swivel by the elbow. Her hands, it's kind of hard to tell how they go out. It's almost like just side to side. Okay, so I'm able to pull it out. Yeah, they only have side to side. There's no articulation, anything else in that. Nice detail and everything. Again, we'll look into that some more all in one piece. And she comes in with this small gun that she can barely hold on to. I wasn't really that interested in her, but at the time when I bought her, I was recognizing the fact that I did have a lot of Rogue One figures, so I figured, you know what, I really do like her. I wonder if they're gonna make a figure of that officer, that lieutenant. Yeah, because I would like him as well. He's such a villain there. So the last one we're going to look at is Luke Skywalker over here. So I believe this is my first Luke Skywalker in the Fanboy costume, but I'm not entirely sure. I think I do have him. So this is a recent release. That's the move of the head. Again, kind of cut off by the back of his head, a little bit down. The shoulder goes all around and over more than 90. And he has slightly over 90 degrees on the elbow joint, which of course swivels. His hand, as you can see, goes up and down very well, and a swivel as well. This one is also an up and down, less moving than the other one. The other one moves quite well. The joint is hidden on the waist. It's kind of a ball joint, but yeah, it's kind of a ball joint. I can see it now. So it's well done, I think. There's a cut in the bottom of the shirt. He's got two peg holes over here. Oh, I see. I got it. Okay, so he can move just about that much because the skirt is preventing on the full articulation. He does have a knee joint that's 90 and swivels over there, and he does have a thigh cut. As for the ankles, he can ankle down like that and ankle up like that, and of course he is on an ankle rocker. This figure, as you can probably tell, is a tier 1 level 1 character. I definitely wanted to pay full price for it, and I'm okay with that. And then he comes with very small accessories as well. I believe this is the communicator that he used for C3PO, but I'm not entirely sure. An unopened lightsaber, and then a full lightsaber over here. I like the fact that they're giving us separate lightsabers, because this thing is so thin, it's just gonna snap at the hilt. So I'm glad that they have that. So all right, so let me go ahead and let's see. I think this one should probably go here to the side. I want to make sure I don't lose any of these accessories. Man, these accessories are so small, I tell you. Then we're gonna go ahead and give him lightsaber here as well. And I'm gonna give him his lightsaber in his hands because after this review he's going to his stance. So let me go ahead and do a close-up of the faces, and we'll do a value on all the figures. Quite impressive again for such a small scale. I don't think it captures Mark Hamill's look, but his face has always been difficult to capture anyway. It's kind of good enough, I think. Here's a detail on the figure. It's kind of nice detail on the belt buckle. Nice paint on the button of the pouch. So nice over there. Let's go look at Dedra. This is a good portrait too. See, the thing is, I'm not that familiar with her face, so I feel like this is a more closer, successful portrait than Luke Skywalker's. That's her uniform. Did I do articulation on her? That's it for her leg. Knee articulation does have a swivel. Boot going down, boot going up, ankle rocker. She's a tier 1 figure, level 3. But I did pre-order her, so. But newer figures, I will tend to figure specifically, especially since I don't have them at all. So here's Blitz's helmet more close up than before. So like I said, very crisp application of paint on the helmet. And here is his portrait. Actually, that's pretty good, right? Very close to, what's his name? Is it Tamara Morrison? Timura? Yeah. Nice work on the pauldrons. Here's the back. Again, that's all in one piece. So I guess if you get irritated, you can always remove that. Here's the back of the armor. Yeah, really nice detail. 3.75, man. Put his head in. The only thing is, okay, so there is a spot for his blasters. So yeah, very nice work. And let's look at K2SO really quickly. Not really that interesting to do close-ups on, but you can see you can even see some paint withering on his chest. That's pretty cool. That they went to that much detail in paint application. 3.75. This thing has more paint application than the Marvel Legends from Hasbro. Same company. It's just weird. So in terms of value, I mean I'm loving all of it. So all across the board is, I think I would put it in a value of 12. Of course, my base price differs because I believe for these two I didn't pay full value, and these two I did. Even though I paid full value for this one, it's like 17, 17, 8, and I can't remember what this one is. I got exactly what I wanted. Very much impressed with Commander Blitz. So he's a 12. I almost regret not getting more of him, but like I said, I was kind of like in the end run of my Star Wars 3.75 collecting, and I already have a lot of the clones. So, um, yeah, I was pretty happy with what I have. So, as an individual clone, I was happy to get him. And then K2SO, again, he's kind of like a minor character, but he's pretty big in Rogue One. Especially the way he ended is pretty heroic, and he's, I think he's one of the funnier characters in the movie as well. So he stands out, and I love the fact that he's basically full articulation as far as I can see, and he's way taller than a regular character, as you can see. Dedra Mira. So she's kind of, even though she's a tier one character or tier one figure, I did kind of like her in the story of Andor, and I really don't. I mean, I'm not wowed by Andor as some other people seems to be online from the opinions that I've heard. But from I actually find her character more interesting than Andor himself. Yeah, because she seems very competent, and she's like a rising star. But unlike the other Imperial, who's like almost bumbling, she seems to be quite bright. And of course, Luke Skywalker in the farm boy outfit. How could I not like this one? This one I definitely needed um, to get a good representation of Luke Skywalker as we see him before he gets on his journey. So it's pretty good. I don't think I'm gonna get the Black Series version, but who knows? Maybe I will. I won't pre-order it for sure, but maybe if it goes on sale, then I will. especially since I already have the cloth one, and I seem to be pretty happy with the cloth one as well. But this really is a nice, really nice figure. It's it's been a while since I've handled 3.75. I've been handling Black Series for over a month and a half now, so I've gotten used to the bigger scale again. But I'm so impressed with how what they're able to do at such a small scale. The level of detail is still impressive to me. I'm still coming from an era where we were doing barrel chested 3.75 with 5 points of articulation, so 1990s, mid 1980s. I'm so impressed at how much detail they're able to put into this one. And of course, because it's 3.75, we have world building capabilities of cantinas and Millennium Falcon and Razor Crest and the Ghost. So definitely still loving the 3.75. But I have, every time I look at my shelf right now, it's so full that I am just so content with what I have. But that's it for my review of all the figures: K2SO, Blitz, Dedra, Meero, I can't remember her name, and Luke Skywalker. Thank you so much. I hope to see you guys again soon. Have a nice day. Bye.